Hello and happy Monday. I am Jacqueline and I am continuing on my quest for 12 weeks of inspiration, ideas, and motivation for me to share with you. So today's topic is Monday motivation, and it's been a really interesting day. I'm actually doing this recording right after having a 3-hour dinner with my oldest son. Had such a great time, and now the car smells yummy because I'm bringing some food home for my youngest son, and just enjoying hearing all about his updates from his gig in San Francisco and feeling that motivation, feeling that inspiration. And I am so moved by what I get to do with people, knowing that my journey for my own success is rippling into so many lives, and to hear from my son how he is thankful for some of the life struggles that we had. He's thankful for his own personal journey because it's making him a better writer, a better performer, a better presenter. So how many times do you find yourself appreciative of that motivation that came from a place that maybe wasn't such a good spot? Maybe it was a hard time. Maybe there's a hard breakup that still hurts, but actually it was your motivation to be successful. He was telling me about some wonderful people in his life that have motivated so many of his lyrics. And this morning I started off with my day thinking a whole nother message was going to come out. That's why I tend to do the message a little bit later in the day, because I like the day to be revealed. I started off so excited for all of the things I could do on my computer, but clearly the universe was not letting me do the electronic world because my power cord broke and I couldn't boot up my computer all the way for more than about 2 minutes. So now I'm on the quest for a new charger, but it made me step back and go, okay, how can I be present in other ways? I was able to meet up with a friend and enjoy a little bit of happy hour time together to work some issues that she had been challenging with on her own love and broken heart story, but teaching her again how to raise her deserve level, how to attract somebody so much better into her life, and then spending the time with my oldest hearing about his own manifestation. It's just powerful. It's exciting, it's wonderful, and it was interesting too. I met with another client earlier today and talking to her about what she wanted and how she'd become so passive. She was so saying, I'm just going to wait and see what happens. And I thought, wow, I understand we don't want to be overly assertive when we want something, but at the same time, we can't complain when nothing happens when we're not willing to do anything for it. So if you're not willing to do the homework that your mentor gives you, you're not willing to listen to the motivation tips that are out there from whomever. Of course, I love that I get to share. But when people come in and hire services and they don't choose to utilize all that's available, they can't really complain when it doesn't work out. You got to find out, what is your motivation? Are you motivated to be successful, or are you actually motivated to not succeed? Truthfully, some people really are motivated to prove it doesn't work. I can tell you there's a lot of people that even go out dating just to prove that there are no good men or no good women out there. And that's kind of a waste of time, let alone emotional and spiritual energy. And the other part of motivation is that inspiration. Even though my power cord went out, tried to buy a new one, the store didn't have it, I got to go to another place, I was still motivated to see how I could contribute to the day. How else could I touch someone's life? How can I be present when I needed to be? I rarely get a chance to sit with my oldest for 3 straight hours and just talk. But he needed that. He was present. He wanted that, and I made myself available. Because I know these moments are fleeting. I know that these moments happen for a reason, and thank goodness that I'm able to appreciate them. Thank goodness that I can be there to listen and be present in what he wanted to share, but he also needed a lot of processing time. And that is my gift that I was able to give. But as much as I gave, I also received. And that's why I just couldn't even wait to do my message before I even got home. I had to do it right here in the parking lot because of what people can bring to our lives. I wanted to capture that emotion for motivation. And I want you to think about that. I know today is MLK Day and everybody has different viewpoints and thoughts and inspiration that Martin Luther King Jr. has done for all of us. But the stories that I've been reading today, one thing that kept jumping out was he motivated people to decide that they deserved better, to fight for their rights, to stand up to what was important. And I thought about it, all demographics, all racial situations, all religious situations, all physical situations. What is it that we are willing to step up and be motivated to fight for? Are you going to fight for the love of your life? Are you going to fight for the job that you really want? Are you going to fight for the community you want to be in? Are you going to fight for your children to have a better life? What is it that motivates you? What is that gut inner feeling that just says, I am not going to waste another day wondering when somebody else is going to step up? I'm going to get into the center of the stage and I'm going to do this. But what is your thing? What is your motivation? Sometimes people need motivation to lose weight and realize it's not necessarily the weight loss. It's the fact that they want to be able to be more active with their children. It's not so much that they care what other people think. It's that their level of involvement matters. You've got to step back and go, what is your motivation? I was just talking to a client the other day and I said, okay, I've got a challenge for you. When you get it done by the time you come back, I've got a gift for you. And she goes, that probably isn't actually my motivation. And I said, okay, well, let's think of something else. And it was really about her wanting to prove to her coworkers that she is better at what she needed to fix at than she had given herself credit. That inspired her. So she was able to figure out another form of motivation. And that got me so excited that I'm going to surprise her with a goodie no matter what when she achieves the challenge, because I want her to raise the deserve level to be willing to receive gifts, but at the same time understand so often it's her motivation was to get a better message about her own image, her own impression. She wanted that to be captured. She wanted people to trust and believe in her more. And that is what is getting her excited to do what she needs to do this week. So think about, what is your motivation to do the and then some? What is a burning in your spirit, in your belly, in your desires that you are determined to make successful? I can hardly wait, so make sure you add comments to the bottom. Have an amazing Monday, and thank you so much for being a part of our daily videos on my quest over the next 12 weeks